You know, there is a storied history between the All-American Jeff Peterson and me. So it's just fitting that I walk away with the Peterson Memorial Cup in the year 2003. You know, there's not a single cruiserweight in this company who I have not beat. So why do you think that you can beat me now? Doesn't matter. Reckless Youth, he's been gone. Bino Driver 98, 1, 2, 3. He felt the wrath. Cedric Strong, Roderick Strong, Justice, Terrell Clark, David Babylon. They've all felt the Bino Driver 98. And when Jet Jaguar raises my hand and declares me the champion, the Peterson Cup 2003 champion, it will not only be fitting, it's my destiny to become the greatest cruiserweight, not only in this company, but in this country and in the world. I am Naphtali. I am your Peterson Cup 2003 champion.
Welcome to IPW Hardcore Wrestling. This is the Hardcore Giant Ron Niemi, once again joined by Mikey Tenderfoot. Here we are at the Palladium in Davie, Florida. And Mikey, I guarantee this is going to be a hell of a match to start out tonight's action.
It sure is. All four men know each other very well. Obviously trained at the Florida WrestlePlex together, brought up together. They've been in the business for almost a year now, and they're getting better match by match. You can see the improvement just about every week here.
Kung Fu Fro joined in the ring by his tag team partner, Pretty Fly. And it's not too often that we got a ring announcer in there with an actually iron shirt. We're used to Shannon Rose in there always being all disheveled and unkept. But you see comic book guy Anderson come into the ring with his tag team partner, James Hendrix. All four of these men formerly known as the Florida WrestlePlex Green Boys. And now they stand across from the ring. And I guarantee this is going to be a hell of a tag team encounter.
They're quite the tag team. And did you know that James Hendrix can play every Hendrix song backwards? Or maybe it was really bad, I'm not sure. But he did play a good rendition of We're in Heaven.
I have no idea, but I know he's a master of the Jew's harp. And comic book guy Anderson is the enforcer of the team. He's going to exceedingly quick. And he's the
technical is very promising here.
Kung Fu doing his again. All have the basics and fundamentals, and that's what you need to come up through the ranks of professional wrestling. You can come in and hit a beautiful twisty salt into the third row. The crowd might go nuts. You might get a great pop. Well, what the hell are you going to do when you walk around with 2 broken ankles after 2 months in the business? You got to be able to come in there, fly a headlock, get to the mat and wrestle if you got to. You got to be able to chain wrestle. Kung Fu Fro, James Hendrix, this is the future of IPW. All 4 of these individuals are vowing to make a name for themselves, and this is a great chance for them to vault themselves up the tag team rankings.
CBG and James Hendrix working very well as a team here very early. Oh, scoop slams him and almost falls down because of the weight of Fro. Almost knocked him down, but CBG able to power him up.
Kung Fu Fro not giving them any help whatsoever. A lot of times I'll recommend to these young wrestlers, get up for the body slam. Don't fight them. That's all you're going to do is end up getting dumped right on your head. When you've already lost control of your body, get up, let the guy dump you down, recompose yourself and get back. Look at that beautiful arm drag by comic book guy Anderson on Pretty Fly.
He's got him up in the farm. He's carrying now. Oh, and hits him with the arm stunner. That arm is wrecked now. He's gonna try to work that over with James Hendrix. James Hendrix knows exactly what his partner wants and goes to work on that arm.
Like a veteran tag team, they find the weakness. They go right to work on that arm, and they're going to stay on it. Beautiful Russian leg sweep. James Hendrix covered for the pin, 1, 2.5. The mullet Richie Rich not wasting any time whatsoever, not giving any slack to these green boys from the Florida WrestlePlex. But they don't care. They're going to come in here, balls to the wall. Look at that beautiful Garvin stomp right to the elbow of Pretty Fly.
That is excellent. James Hendrix is loving it, and so are the fans here. He's going to quick tags, cutting off the ring. Awesome tag team wrestling.
Comic book guy Anderson, he knows he's got to cut off that ring. They're basically using one half of the wrestling ring here tonight at the Palladium. They got him in his corner, and they're going to take advantage of everything they can. Quick tags.
Hold it on
the partner, again, Pretty Fly, he's stuck in the corner. His partner's on the outside, and he can't do anything to help him.
Not at all. He's getting picked apart here in the middle of the ring. James Hendrix now applying that armbar. Pretty Fly has got to find some way to escape this onslaught. Otherwise, he might not be able to make the tag because he won't be able to move his arm.
Kung Fu Fro visually upset on the outside of the ring. You can clearly hear him here listening. From what I understand, he actually just said, "How much just one rib? Hey, how can you just fill my hands with them, cold baby?"
Double top there. CBG and Jim, somebody ignore that run, Niemi. You're not going to crack me up this time. CBG now going to work, hit the rope.
Oh!
There's Bro taking advantage of Richie Rich not being in ring position. CBG now, he's in trouble. Pretty Fly should make the tag. He's going to hit him with a drop kick in the head just instead.
Beautiful drop kick right to the side of the head of comic book guy Anderson. The one weakness that comic book guy probably has is the massive side of his cranium. That's probably the biggest head that I've ever seen in the professional wrestling business, this side of Boris Zukov. And that's saying a lot, Mikey Tenderfoot.
Check out this, bro. I've seen better afros on poodles, man. What's with this?
What the hell poodles have you been raised around? I've never seen a poodle with an afro. I've seen a couple with dreadlocks, but that's neither here nor there. We got Kung Fu Fro taking it to comic book guy Anderson, taking a page out of the book of Hendrix and Anderson, cutting the ring in half, and he's laying in elbows, he's laying in shots, and then a big knee lift right to the ample gut of comic book guy Anderson.
That's a huge left to hit him with. Taking a page out of Enter the Dragon, you see that Kung Fu outfit he's got on. Is this a fisherman's buster into a Michinoku driver? CBG is hurting for certain.
He is hurting.
I can't believe I just said that.
I can't either. It's one of the worst wrestling cliches that I've ever heard. But once again, Kung Fu Fro doing everything he can to take out comic book guy Anderson quick. He's not in there playing games. The crowd solidly behind comic book guy Anderson and James Hendrix. Very lively crowd here at the Palladium, Davie, Florida. It's probably the horrible wrestling they've been subjected to in this part of Florida for so many years. Now that IPW Hardcore Wrestling is here to save the day, they know that they got the best of the best. They got IPW Hardcore. Oh my God, that's got to be it for comic book guy.
There's the bling bling from Pretty Fly.
The what?
Who cares? Pretty Fly now on top of CBG. I'm not even sure what to call his moves. I'll just give him stupid names at random. Did you know that Pretty Fly is a master of disguise? Tonight he's a pale white male. Observe.
He's doing a hell of a job. A hell of a job he is. Look at comic book guy Anderson out of nowhere.
Blue Thunder.
What is that called?
It's a Blue Thunder.
Wow, that's got to be a Blue Thunder.
I didn't make it up that time.
Comic book guy Anderson's got to get over there. He's got him stunned after that wicked Blue Thunder, as Mikey Tenderfoot just called it.
That's right.
The mullet Richie counting down both competitors.
Come on, CBG.
Get up. Wait, what? You can't be rooting for him. You got to be calling it right down the middle, Tenderfoot. Come on, comic book guy. Get up, for God's sake.
What is CBG going to the wrong corner. Pretty Fly makes the tag, rolling tag. Here comes James Hendrix. The proverbial house of fire. He's got Fro, whips him off. Oh, big jump back elbow there by James Hendrix.
He's shaking the ring. I think he's a huge fan of the Ultimate Warrior, the way he's shaking those rolls on the ring. Comes off with a big flying forearm. That's going to be it. The mullet Richie Rich dives. Oh, come on, mullet. You got to be in position to make those pinfall combinations. He had him covered for the pin, and you're too busy over there picking up on all the rats in Davie, Florida. I know I was too in the back, but I'm not in the middle of the ring, responsible for calling it right down the middle, Tenderfoot.
These guys are very fatigued now after surviving that onslaught. It's just a matter of who's going to survive it. Oh, CBG saves his partner, James Hendrix. Double clothesline. Both of them are down. CBG now getting on the action. They're going to try to finish these two off.
Once again, working together great as a team. His partner gets whipped in the corner. Comic book guy Anderson takes that sizable axe to his back up, protects his partner from getting leveled into the turnbuckles. Working great as a team once again, a la Lars and Ole Anderson.
Atomic. Oh, into a spine buster. Should be it.
That's got to be it.
CBG's got him done.
That's got to be it. Huge atomic drop into a spine buster, like you called it. James Hendrick, comic book guy Anderson. What the hell's he going for here? Not the figure 4 leg lock.
He's got him.
That's gonna be it. That's gonna be the end of the match, Mullet. Call it. Comic Book Guy Anderson cutting off Pretty Fly. That's the end of your match. James Hendrix wins the match with the figure 4 leg lock on Kung Fu Pro. Huge win for CBGA and for James Hendrix. This is going to put him way up the rankings of the IPW Tag Team Division. But ahead of them, they got the Shane Brothers. They got the Alliance and Defiance. They got the best tag teams in the business today. This is just a small statement. I'm telling you, Mikey Tenderfoot, Comic Book Guy Anderson, and James Hendrix, they're going to go a hell of a long way. And we're going to be back right after this.
May 16th and 17th, in honor of the great Jeff Peterson. You see, a lot of people don't realize that Jeff Peterson is responsible for the Scoot Andrews of today. You see, Jeff Peterson sent a tape to his uncle. Jeff Peterson put in a good word for the Black Nature Boy and got him into Super 8. Now the rest is history. I've been King of Indies. I've been in every tournament there is. So I'm going to respectfully this tournament to give some of the who it's going to be. You better watch your back. That's everybody in the back. Because we're going to make a mark on the Jeff Peterson Memorial Cup. And all you young kids, good luck. Try to do what I did. And if you don't like that, deal with it.
HighSpots.com, the single largest source for professional wrestling merchandise anywhere on the planet. Video, championship belts, shirts, wrestling mats, Japanese wrestling, Mexican wrestling, and American wrestling. As a matter of fact, World Wrestling Entertainment videos cheaper than Amazon.com and much cheaper than WWE.com. Check out HighSpots.com.
You are looking at the man, Antonio Bates.
ring, boys, and they win the match with a figure 4 leg lock. Come on.
James Hendrix able to make Kung Fu Pro tap out to that figure 4, but the issue between CBG Anderson and Pretty Fly is definitely not settled as of yet. And that'll be settled in the very near future, I'm sure of that, but the Peterson Cup. Tell them about that one, Niemi.
16 of the best cruiserweights in the entire world will converge on the Florida WrestlePlex May 16th and May 17th, and they're there to honor the All-American Jeff Peterson, one of the bravest competitors that ever set foot in a wrestling ring in professional wrestling throughout all the ages. It don't matter what he did in the ring. It doesn't matter what he did throughout his entire life until the point that this kid looked cancer right in the face. For 2 long years, he fought tooth and nail. He gave everything that he can, and even while he was fighting cancer, he was still at the YMCA. He was visiting all the other kids that were fighting cancer in the hospitals. This kid never stopped giving, and now it's our chance, Mikey Tenderfoot. It's the chance of IPW and all 16 of those competitors that are to come to the WrestlePlex. It's our chance to give back. We're going to give back to the American Cancer Society. We're going to pack the WrestlePlex. Molly Holly from WWE, she's going to come and sign autographs. She's going to take pictures. Steve Corino, Danny Doring, all the best in professional wrestling, all for a great cause, Mikey.
We've got some blasts from the past, IPW past. We've got Reckless Youth, Mike Quackenbush, but also some guys that are very new to the Florida WrestlePlex. CM Punk, B-Boy, and Ruckus, and all the rest of the big names.
Sanjay Dutt. You got Roderick and Cedric Strong. You got Justice. You got Naphtali. You got 16 of the best. This is going to be the best cruiserweight tournament ever until next year. I guarantee we'll top it year in, year out. But this is where the gauntlet's going to be laid. This is where we're going to honor Jeff Peterson, and this is where you, the fans of IPW, can make a difference. You can come and buy your ticket. You can come in and bid on all the great items that we're going to be auctioning off all night. But if you can't be there live, you can go to IPW-hardcore.com or IPWHardcore.tv and you can make a donation. It don't matter if it's $1, $2, $10, or $100. It's all going to a great cause and you can make a difference. But you know, Mikey, that's just one of the things we got going on. It's the most important deal we got. It's the hugest show we've got in a long time. Everything builds up to the Peterson Cup. But tonight, right here, 3-way IPW heavyweight contenders match. Lex Lovett and Antonio Banks, and they're going to be in the ring with my man, the modern miracle, Steve Madison.
These guys have tried to settle their differences, but they're going to go at it one more time. 3-way dance. It's going to be excellent.
And Uptown Frankie Capone, the former IPW television champion, he's got an open challenge. He's challenged anybody in the back. He come to Davie, Florida at the Palladium, and he's making it known he'll take on any and all comers. But then you got your main event, Mikey Tenderfoot. These two giants, these behemoths. You want to talk about monsters? You want to talk about almost 7 feet tall, 350 pounds each, covered in tattoos, covered in hair. Dennis the Mideon Knight and the Punisher led to the ring by the Snake Master of Buddha-Deen. It's going to be insane.
Mutual bear mauling at its best. For all you heavy hitters out there, this is the match to see.
You want to talk about violence? You want to talk about the sickness? You want to talk about IPW, the Mideon, the Punisher? This week's main event, Mikey Tenderfoot. I guarantee you're going to have a hell of a time trying to keep up with me this week, brother. And you at home, you better strap yourself in because it's going to be a wild ride. IPW Hardcore. All right, Mikey Tenderfoot, we already seen that great video package for the Jeff Peterson Memorial Cup on May 16th and 17th at the Florida WrestlePlex to benefit the American Cancer Society. You're talking about 16 of the greatest cruiserweights in the entire world converging on the Florida WrestlePlex. Some of the greatest athletes in the entire world today from the cruiserweight division. But I'm here to tell you, Mikey Tenderfoot, 3 of the greatest heavyweights in independent wrestling today make their homes right here in IPW Hardcore. And you're looking at one of them right there, Antonio Banks. He's got the crowd here in Davie, Florida at the Palladium solidly behind him, and he wants to become the #1 contender for that IPW heavyweight title. But standing straight across the ring from him is the modern day miracle, Steve Madison and Lex Lovett, 2 of the best here in IPW, and Antonio Banks got to go through both of them.
Lex Lovett already intimidated. Either that or he's playing with the mind of Antonio Banks very early on, getting out of the ring. These guys obviously maybe have settled their differences a little bit, but obviously they're not going to take the night. They refuse to take the night off and just sit at home and watch the TV. They're here to make a name for themselves, not only in IPW, but also around the world.
All three of these competitors in tip-top shape, absolutely jacked, absolutely ripped. Three powerhouses who are three. Look at Lex Lovett stretching out. That's that cheerleading background coming through. Lex Lovett acting like he's not taking Banks or Madison seriously. Madison and Lex Lovett, former tag team partners, managed by Jimmy Del Rey, one half formerly of the Heavenly Bodies. He had a huge hand in training Lex Lovett and Steve Madison at Steve Kern's School of Hard Knocks. But they're not here tonight. It's Steve Madison, it's Lex Lovett, it's Antonio Banks. This is a triple threat match for the #1 contendership for the IPW World Heavyweight title.
These guys are obviously in tremendous shape, like you touched on before, but also they are very agile and very quick. They're not afraid to fly all over this building.
Don't tempt me to get out there and make Steve Madison start flying around and flipping and flopping, twisting salts everywhere you're looking.
Why are you back here anyway?
He insisted on going to the ring. He said he's his own man. The only other person that's going to have any hand whatsoever in this match is the Mud Baby himself, Star Stevens, who's in the middle of the ring making sure that this match will be called right down the middle. Steve Madison demanded that the Hardcore Giant didn't go out there. And I'm going to tell you what, Steve Madison taking that wicked kick by Antonio Banks right to the middle of his forehead. He may have made a mistake, because if I was out there, I would have seen that move coming long ago, and I would have told him, hey, watch out for the spinning heel kick, brother.
Lex Lovett now getting in the face of Steve Madison. Obviously, Lex wants a piece of the action now. He's going to try to get some of Banks here. This is going to be very interesting to see how these two work each other after they've been going at it for so long. They know each other very, very well.
Lex Lovett, fresh off a tour of World Japan Pro Wrestling with the Shane brothers, making a huge name for himself in World Japan. Already had his first main event, teaming up with Tenru in front of thousands of people for World Japan. Lex Lovett didn't have the greatest one-loss record over in Japan, but they can recognize talent when they see it, and they threw the record book out the window. Tenru demanded to have Lex Lovett as his partner, and he's main eventing on his first tour of Japan. And look at, what the hell do you call that, Tenderfoot?
That's called a double headlock. Madison now being pushed off. Shoulder blocks by Lex Lovett. These guys working very well together. Shoulder block there by Lex Lovett. An elbow there by Steve Madison getting on top of both guys. Arm drag there by Banks. Banks turns around, gets an arm drag from Lex Lovett. Arm drag Steve Madison, and they square off.
I'm tempted to feed in for an arm drag after that sequence. It's absolutely incredible, Tenderfoot. You got to get the itch just sitting here watching this match. I know that you're quite the competitor yourself, and I know that you just dumped the Alliance of Defiance. You fired them. They didn't fire you. It doesn't matter what Rod Steele says. Rod Steele tries to take all the credit for the success that is Mikey Tenderfoot. Mikey, you got to be watching this match, and you got to see the competitive juices got to be flowing. I know I got some juices flowing, but there's nothing competitive whatsoever about him.
I'm getting all worked up. Hip toss there by Banks. Hip toss Madison. These guys are trading moves left and right. Banks goes over the top by a clothesline there from Lex Lovett. He's got to turn around. Steve Madison is right there for him. Whips him off. Lex reverses. Ducks under a clothesline. And a tope right to the outside on Antonio Banks.
Hey, I got to commend the cameraman for totally missing that beautiful wrestling move. Thanks. Hey, production truck, wake up. Wake up over it. There you go. Cameras flying all over the place. Hey, somebody's on the top rope. Come on over here. Beautiful dive by Lex Lovett. Living Antonio Banks. Steve Madison. Everybody in the first row. Looks like we got two Amish guys that don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, I'm sorry. No, they're not Amish. What are they?
I don't know, but Lex is not to be outdone. He's not going to let Madison get all his shine. Get all the reaction from the fans. He's going to one-up him with that top rope plancha, taking out both guys. Now he's going to bring Antonio Banks in the ring and take it to him.
And like I said, you're talking about three of the best heavyweights in the entire business today. And you see the agility, and you see them flying all over the mat. That's what you're going to see at the Jeff Peterson Memorial Cup, the first inaugural Jeff Peterson Memorial Cup to benefit the American Cancer Society. May 16th, May 17th at the Florida WrestlePlex. 16 of the best cruisers in the entire world. And if that ain't enough, we got the WWE's Molly Holly. She's coming. She's going to do a meet and greet. She's going to take pictures, sign autographs, anything that I can get her to do for nothing to give the money to the American Cancer Society, she's going to do it. And we got the former ECW World Heavyweight Champion Steve Corino along with Danny Doring. They're invading the Florida WrestlePlex, but that's enough of the big huge shill for the Peterson Cup. We got an unbelievable Steve Madison like a house of fire, a reverse elbow, leveling Lex Lovett. Steve Madison, he don't need the hardcore giant. Like I said earlier, I don't need to be at ringside. He's got this match well in hand, Mikey Tenderfoot. I don't even like what you're insinuating.
I didn't insinuate anything. I'm just trying to call it like I see it. Cripper crossface there by Steve Madison right in the middle of the ring. But Banks is able to break it up with a drop kick right to the face. Now all three guys, who's going to get up first? Who's going to take the advantage? Who's going to get this pinfall in this match? Banks, very smart to throw Lex Lovett outside of the match, but now Madison is trying to escape. Banks has got to get one of these guys in the ring and take it to him.
Steve Madison trying to take a powder. Lex Lovett thrown out like a sack of russet potatoes, just like Banks was us earlier. Look at that. That's huge. He was like 17 feet straight up in the air. Start Steven like, you was up in the air on that thing.
Banks down. Belly to belly suplex there. Gotta get myself under control, Ron Niemi. You're absolutely ridiculous.
This is an unbelievable match. This is exactly what the match. What are you coming? Start, for God's sake, is putting on the ropes and you did your slide across the. He looked like Ken Hendrix sliding into first base on that damn thing. Come on, Star Stevens, get with it. May 24th, we're to be back here at the Palladium in Davie, Florida. You think Antonio Banks, Lex Lovett, and Steve Madison is the best IPW's got? You're probably right. This is three of the best in the entire world. But invading IPW Hardcore Wrestling, May 24th at the Palladium, making his debut, the Big Wiggle himself, the former WCW Hardcore Champion, Norman Smiley.
That is going to be excellent. The fans love Norman Smiley down here in Davie. But now more importantly, Lex Lovett, it looked like he was going to go to try to go to the top for his leg. But brings Madison right inside the ring. Madison still distracting him long enough to where he won't be able to get that leg drop on Antonio Banks. And now he's got to go to work on both men.
Lex Lovett is the one that you're talking about. Steve Madison not being able to coexist earlier. Look at him, he hooks him with a beautiful vertical suplex, hooks him and brings him up for the second. He's still got Banks hooked, and he's going to try to get him for another vertical suplex. Antonio Banks blocks the suplex. That's not enough. Up and over goes Lex Lovett. Banks got to roll over.
Madison's going to the top.
Beautiful. Come on, Madison. Hit him with that flying drop kick. Cameraman gets a beautiful shot.
Oh,
my God, Steve Madison, nobody home. That's absolutely got to crush his ass and spin his spine right through the back of his neck. Oh my God, look at this. What are you doing?
Clothesline Banks. Banks refuses to give up like some sort of non-giving up guy. He's got Madison outside of the ring. Lex is getting up, but Banks is on top. He's ready to whip him off. Reversal. He's got him in a fireman's carry. Death Valley driver. Banks is down in the middle of the ring. Madison's down on the outside of the ring. Lex has got to make the cover. He's not making the cover. What is he doing?
What is he thinking? Lex Lovett, you jackass. Cameraman, I'm ready to kill you for God's sake. Somebody, I swear to God, I'm going to take over the production of this company once and for all. I'm one of the best wrestlers. I'm the best manager. I'm a pretty okay commentator. But if I got to start running the camera, for God's sake, somebody's in a world of trouble.
Madison's got him on the top now, looking for that superplex. Ron Niemi beside me, sweating bullets. Oh, and Banks takes him off with a back suplex, which in turn superplexes Lex Lovett. All three guys are down in the middle of the ring. Somebody's got to make a cover. Banks is the freshest of the three. Banks
he is the freshest. Oh my God, levels him with a wicked clothesline. Like you said, he's the freshest, the dopest, the hippest cat. He comes out with another reverse.
That's not what I meant. Back elbow to Steve Madison. Lex Lovett in the corner, coming out. Goes for the leg puncture. It's blocked. Power slam Antonio Banks. He's taking everybody out. Slides behind him to Steve Madison, but it gets kicked right in the gut. He's got him for the suplex. Holding him up there. Duck an arrow right in the middle of the ring. Lex has got to break this up. Can he make it over? 1, 2. Lex barely gets over there to break up the pin. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Lucky Star Stevens is old, feeble, fragile, and everything else that makes somebody very, very
Who's
slow.
that idiot working the bell? This match isn't over.
What are you doing, idiot? Everybody's lost today. The only people that got their acts together whatsoever are these three competitors going balls to the wall, letting it hang out. And oh my God, look at the rack on that blonde chick walking back. Enough of that. This match is absolutely unbelievable. Steve Madison going up top again. I don't understand because he ain't been too successful there.
Banks catches him.
What are you doing, Madison? If he ever goes to the top rope again, he's fired.
Lex Buster. Oh my God. Madison has the pin on Banks. Lex doesn't know it. 1, 2. He gets thrusted onto Lex Lovett. Kicks out. Right back on to Banks. Oh, what is this?
This is like a match. It's like a spot reminiscent from a Lord Littlebrook and Little Mr. Haiti Kid match where you're throwing them up. That's all they missed was the bite of the referee's ass. That would have made it complete. Leapfrogging over, laid on the mat, comes in, ducks under the clothesline, nails Lovett with a kick to the stomach, picks him up, huge body slap, for God's sake, slap him. That ain't a body slap.
Northern Lights bomb. He took that from Kitsuki Sasaki, who he main evented with in World Japan. Banks now going to work on Steve Madison. He's got him lined up. He kicks him right in the face. Star Stevens make the pin. 2, 3. This match is over. Antonio Banks escapes with the win. Steve Madison is down. Ron Niemi is upset. He's trying to run out there and save his boy. Security is holding his back. Fans, will we be back with more? Antonio Banks survives this matchup and is the winner. We will have Mideon and Punisher as your main event, and we'll be back right after this.
What's happening? I'm Talent from the Steel Cage on Sports Radio 1010 team. This is Butch, and you know this guy.
It's the hardcore giant Ron Niemi joined with Drew Bledsoe.
Cedric Strong. Looks like the match is signed. May 10th, Melbourne, Florida. Agent Steele, Cedric Strong. You know what? Cedric, me and you, we were boys. So you got this chip on your shoulder. So you think that you're better than everybody now. You went to the Super 8? I don't care. That's for little guys. I've been into WWE. I've been in NWA TNA. Hell, I'm going to be all over the world. I'm worldwide. And you're stepping in the ring legit. Crush you. I'm going to make you wish to God you never got in the ring with me. So hey, Cedric Strong, put everything aside, lace up those boots, put on those elbow pads, do your stupid little jump, act like Brock Lesnar, look like Pee Wee Herman. I don't care. May 10th, you're going down, bro.
Here we go, Mikey Tenderfoot, Uptown Frankie Capone, one half of the double deuce in there with his manager. And IPW Hardcore Wrestling is making you here in IPW Hardcore Wrestling. A young J by Bill Hines, who's here to make a name for himself and going Frankie Capone.
For JC Scarface, that nobody knows anything about this guy. This is his debut. Frankie Capone obviously not able to do his homework on this kid, and once part of him early on.
JT Scarface got the element of surprise working in his favor. Frankie Capone challenging anybody in the back. He don't care who came to the ring, but how can you be ready for somebody that you've never seen before? And look at the size of this kid. Absolutely jacked up. You know if he's been taking the tutelage of 155s, you know the kid's got to be tough, and he's got to be.
Capone is also trying to work back up TV title ladder. He's going to try to prove it here against this kid. Not sure he's going to be able to do that. JT Scarface looking very good very early on. Fight back here against Frankie Capone, but Capone, he's no stranger to getting into it and stopping him right in the back.
Taking it right to the young kid, chopping him on the back, beating him down like the dog that he is. Frankie Capone calls himself one of the few Triple Crown winners here in IPW. Former IPW Tag Team Champion, former IPW Cruiserweight Champion, former IPW Television Champion, claims to be the best IPW Television Champion of all time, and with Cannon in his corner, it can only help. You see Cannon going to work on JT Scarface, choking the life out of him. Frankie Capone, like the veteran that he is, distracting the mullet Richie Rich, and when the time is right, he goes right back to work on the back of JT Scarface.
Ric Flair is the dirtiest player in the game, but Frankie Capone is going to be the dirtiest player in the game. He's able to get Cannon on the outside of the ring to distract the guy and try to get a hold of what it's all about, trying to JT Scarface not coming up, back elbow, and bringing him and hit it with that scoop slam right in the middle of the ring. Frankie is in a lot of pain early on.
Look at the power on JT Scarface. Frankie Capone couldn't get him up for that slam. JT come right back, walks right into that knee lift, showing what kind of rookie he is. Look at the back, absolutely getting lit up by Frankie Capone. Take to this kid who looks like he's blown up. He's in great condition, but he's going to have to work on that cardiovascular conditioning. He's going to get in the ring with somebody like the uptone Frankie Capone.
Tell me a story, partner. Tell me a Frankie Capone.
I can tell many Frankie Capone stories. I can tell about the many times that he's been K5'd by the beautiful rats of IPW. I can tell about his many journeys into the 7-Elevens. But here I got to talk about, earlier he didn't have the strength to get up JT Scarface. Wears him down with those wicked beatings he's putting on the back of JT Scarface. Picks him up for the slam. But once again, why is everybody insisting on going to the top rope? Coming down, nobody home, leveled by a couple wicked clotheslines. JT Scarface, 3-point tags. Wicked spear. That's got to be it. Cover him, kid. Hook the leg. Why are you wasting time?
He's showing the inexperience. He's got Capone down. He's to at least hook the leg and go for that pinfall. He might have had a surprise win there. With Capone off now, he's got more work to do on this guy. Back body drop. Can he get involved? Jericho. Oh my God. How is he still standing? He's getting up after a chair shot, but Capone brings him right down with a jaw jacker. 1, 2, 3.
That's not the jaw jacker, that's the K5, made famous by Uptown Frankie Capone, the winner with a hell of a lot of help from Cannon. JT Scarface tried to get those hands up, tried to protect himself, deflected the blow just a little bit, but still took the brunt, and that steel chair right to the cranium, and he's level. Enabled Frankie Capone to hit the K5. Frankie Capone, your IPW TV champion, beat the young debuting Scarface. I gotta give credit where credit due, Tenderfoot. Debuting Scarface, and I'm sure we're gonna hear a hell of a lot more from this kid. And we're gonna be back with more IPW Hardcore Wrestling.
May 16th and 17th, in Memorial Tournament. David Babylon wasn't supposed to be in this tournament. Somehow I got figured in. I've only been around the business for a little more than a year, but I picked up a lot of things. I learned a lot about how to make a name for myself. How you do that? You take the people that have made the names for themselves already, and you step on their backs, and you go over. You become better by beating the ones before you. Now, I wasn't supposed to be in the tournament. So by logic, that would say I'm the underdog. I've got nothing to lose. That makes me every guy in the tournament. Cedric Strong, super great. I like you, kid. A hell of a time in the TLC. But you've got a name. I want a name. So I go through you. All right? Naphtali had a feud with you over in Florida. I need a name. I go through you. Reckless Youth, Mike Quackenbush, Bug, I don't care who it is. I need a name. So I go through one of you. One by one. I'm the winner of the tournament, and everyone in the country then knows the name of David Babylon.
Here we go, Mikey Tenderfoot, a battle of the super heavyweights. You got Dennis the Mideon Knight, led to the ring by the huge rack of Vanessa Harding, and he's here at the Palladium in Davie, Florida, to take on the Punisher, one of the biggest monsters in all of professional wrestling. He's here to make a name for himself in IPW, and he's coming out, both barrels loaded, to take on Dennis Knight.
Both of these guys are upwards to 6 feet, 10 inches tall. You gotta say, if you're a fan of heavy hitting matches, this is definitely your dream match.
Guys can't go. You can fly the ring, but I guarantee you, this is going to be no match out there that you're going to see in the ring. You're going to see power against power. You're going to see a whole lot of violence. The Punisher and then Mideon Knight promises to be absolutely dead.
This is all business. Two big bears go at it, and we get to watch and look at Punisher coming out of the snake master. A Buddha team. He's got the magic bag.
I'd be willing to bet that it's a snake.
Good chance on that. Being a snake, definitely. He's been known for all his very large snake collection. He's got upwards to 27 snakes. This could be one of his King Cobras, could be one of his Green Mambas, could be one of his whatevers. He's going to unveil that right now, but we see Punisher. He's very loved by these fans here in Davie.
You talk about a guy being out of his mind for even hanging around with the Punisher. You think he's sick, you think he's crazy, and then you see him laying in the middle of a ring with a gigantic... Is that actually a cobra that I'm looking at in the middle of the ring?
That's the King Cobra on Niemi, and it's putting up right now.
Is he out of his mind? You get me in the ring with a copper belly grass snake, let alone a gigantic King Cobra. A Buddha-Dean is absolutely out of his mind. It comes from the years of hanging around with the Prince of Darkness, Kevin Sullivan. You don't go to the Trio Woe and speak to the lady with the third eye or eat the cosmic cookie and come out normal whatsoever. I've got to give this credit. No matter how demented, no matter how deranged, no matter how sick he is, a Buddha-Dean knows how to get to the head of competitors. Who the hell wants to get in the ring with a guy that's hanging out with some crazy-ass snake master who's busy chumming around with some King Cobra?
Mideon is definitely more scared of the snake right now than he is the Punisher, but that's going to change very quickly. Punisher was actually announced as Antonio Banks' weapon for the Rage in the Cage, a very wise decision on Banks' part, why he was one of the finalists in that match.
Most people come to the ring with a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. I actually have been known to bring a table that was actually on fire from the time I was claiming it from the back. But you bring the Punisher to the ring, that's the ultimate weapon. What the hell are you going to do against this guy? A Buddha-Dean isn't any small individual himself. You can see by the arms of the guy, he's jacked up, hanging and banging in the gym every day. But next to the Punisher, he looks like a little tiny guy, maybe an actor from Little Lord Fauntleroy.
Punisher's definitely got the most intimidating physique here in IPW. He's definitely turning heads, making it known that he is one of the guys to look out for. Obviously, Billy Vibes is going to have to look out for if this guy gets a taste of beating up guys like Mideon and whoever else. They're going to be in big trouble. But right now, he's going to go after that hardcore title. He's got to go through Mideon first.
People were talking about the independent scene in IPW Hardcore Wrestling not having enough heavyweights, true heavyweights as they refer to them in the wrestling business. These two are heavy. Shot earlier. Both of them can fly. Both of them can do any damn thing they want to do in the middle of the ring. But they both got something to prove here tonight. And that's who's the biggest hot at anything they can get. It don't matter if they're liable to team up and come get it.
Punisher now, obviously, he might have the strength advantage over Mideon, but side knows all the short all-ring. Mideon pushed right off once again.
Dennis Knight claiming that the Punisher pulled it to throw him down to the mat. Come on, Bourbon Street over in Pinellas. I'll be there because I love hair metal and I love the Punisher and the Mideon. This is absolutely insane.
Armbar now by Mideon, right in the middle of the ring, working that arm over, trying to find a weakness. Maybe if he thinks if he can weaken this arm, Punisher will lose half of his power. The Punisher reverses right out of it and gives him just what he gave him, working over that arm right in the middle of the ring.
Dennis and Mideon Knight has made it known that he's coming back on May 24th to the Palladium. He's been barred from Bikini Bob's in Fort Lauderdale, where IPW Hardcore Wrestling parties like absolute madmen. But even we couldn't hang with Dennis Knight. The guy's absolutely out of control, and the Punisher's got his hands full. Look at those wicked, huge forearms crash into the back. He picks up Dennis Knight like he's absolutely at nothing. You're talking 350 pounds. He scooped up and sent crashing to the mat like it was absolutely nothing.
Look at Mideon now running away. He's got to compose himself. Got Punisher coming right after him on the outside and sent right into the post. This is how the new IPW Hardcore style is like. Just big, thunderous clubber and blows.
Back of the Mideon. When all right, cool. I'll be over here by the popcorn if you need me. Then I'll come back when you're about 50 yards away.
Punisher is down, feeling the even seeing it. But now he's gonna
BW. He's bled buckets his eye on this match. And now again, you're for a close fist and a hardcore title match. For God's sake, get your head out of your ass, referee, and understand there are no rules.
I said before, Punisher's got to be cut.
Man, he's putting the heavy-duty ringside, except for Dennis was saying in the back that he hoped he had an easy night tonight. I thought he was referring to the match with the Punisher, but by looking what he got...
That armbar, he's also cranking at that neck, trying to wear him down, going back to the very powerful, but Mideon is no small company.
These guys both stand close to 7 feet tall, whipping him down there. He's covered in tattoos. They're both over 350 pounds of sheer barbarian CW. He's been through the WWF.
Oh, here in Davie, Florida, give him that headbutt.
Of the kind of insanity and violence that we're going to see invade Salt Safe. Whoever's the winner of this match, very lucky if Norman Smiley doesn't.
People are coming from everywhere to be in. It's booted right in the face as he tries. Big clothesline by Punisher.
Knocks him right out of his boots. He's sure trying to gather his senses. Beaten half to death, completely blown. Trading knee lifts, trading punches. This match is out of control, Mikey.
Into a side slam. Oh, if he pins him, this could be it. He's got Mideon down one. Oh,
come on, referee. What? I don't know. I don't know what the hell that referee was doing. It looked like a...
Each referee has their own count. TD not able to take advantage and get that pinfall right away. They've had him pinned. But now he's...
His second win. These guys have absolutely no business moving with the speed and the pace that they have in this match. This isn't a cruiserweight match. This isn't like the Peterson Cup on May 16th and 17th. These are super heavyweights. And look at Abudadin getting right in the face of the Mideon. This guy is an absolute psychopath. I wouldn't get in the same building as Mideon, let alone stand face to face with him. And he threatens him with the Staff of Darkness.
He's got that Staff of Darkness. Mideon telling him to put... Oh, ducks the clothesline there, being smart. Is he going? What's he going for here? He's got it between his legs. Could be a... Oh, but Punisher powering out. Back body drops out of it. Punisher is not to be finished here. He's still got something left in the tank.
Looks like Antonio Banks is actually standing in the background, rooting on his former partner, the Punisher. Like you said, he brought him to the Rage in the Cage as a weapon, and now he's cheering on the Punisher, setting up the Mideon for a huge choke slam. This got to be it. Look at him get up. Oh my God, I can't even believe the ring is still together. A huge win for the Punisher. He actually beat Dennis Knight. What the hell does this do for the heavyweight division? What does this do for the hardcore division? Dennis Knight goes down in defeat to the Punisher. This was a huge match.
This completely changes everything. Vanessa Harding now in the ring. Not a good idea when they got the Snake Buster in there. Not a good idea to slap him either. Uh-oh. Money shot right in the eye. It's the money. Oh, and there's another one for you, Vanessa Harding.
What do you call that we're looking at in the middle of the ring? What would you even refer to that we could get away with here on UPN? The Snake Master Abudadin splits her right down the middle of her head, and she falls face first right onto the prone body of Mideon. The crowd is going absolutely crazy. The Punisher with a huge win over Mideon. The Snake Master making his presence known. The referee, I still think there's a problem between him and Punisher, but we're going to have to wait for that to play out, Mikey.
Vanessa Harding, she's a Snake Master in herself. I'm not sure she wanted that though. Mideon, he's got to get his wits together here. He's disappointed at the loss, been dealt at the hands of Punisher. I don't know, what are they going to do?
I have no idea what they're going to do. This was for the top contendership of the IPW Hardcore title. Punisher getting his hand raised over the Mideon. This has got to be something that launches him. Forget about the Hardcore title. This got to put him right into the sights of that IPW World Heavyweight Championship that Billy Fives carries so proudly. I guarantee you the Punisher just made one of the biggest statements that we've seen in IPW in many years. And look at the ref. Quite the gentleman. Here, take your massive rack and your tiny ass and get on my shoulder. I'll help you to the back, Vanessa.
Mideon now challenging Antonio Banks to get in the ring with him. Antonio Banks was probably heckling him outside of the ring. Mideon very upset. He's been dealt his first real big loss here against Punisher. Punisher very successful so far here in IPW. B wants a piece of Antonio Banks now.
What's this guy thinking? He just got beat in the middle of the ring by Punisher. Great match. Close fought affair. Now he's going to call in Antonio Banks, who's just in the back trying to enjoy himself a nice soft drink, and he's cheering on the Punisher. Next thing you know, he's getting in the ring with the Mideon, chases him out of the ring, crowd going absolutely crazy. Antonio Banks says, "This is my house, Dennis Knight. This is IPW Hardcore Wrestling." And Mikey Tenderfoot, this has been another great week, and I'll see you next week.